Good morning. Let me click out of the screen. Good morning, you guys. I hope you are feeling fantastic. It's Sunday morning. I slept in a little bit, still have my bedhead going on. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I love Sunday mornings. It's a gorgeous day too. You see the light reflecting. Looks like it's not going to be as rainy today. Okay, let's get grounded here. I'm going to use a little essential oils to help just get me grounded. How are you guys feeling this morning? I wonder what y'all do on Sundays. What is y'all's routine on Sundays? Is it laundry? Is it going to the grocery store, getting things ready for the week? Is it just goofing off all day? Allowing yourself to relax before the week starts? Maybe it's cooking. Oh, I love cooking on Sundays. I just don't like going to the grocery store and gathering up the stuff. Like, if it's just there in my kitchen, I love cooking. But going and gathering up the stuff to cook, not my favorite thing to do. I love cooking on Sundays. I love relaxing. I personally don't have expectations on Sundays. I just don't like it. I don't like having expectations. I want to be able to use whatever time I have to do whatever I feel like I want to flow into. Okay, so I'm using the Starseed deck. I know you can't see that. Sorry. Same deck, Starseed deck. All right, I'm going to pull a card, and this card is going to be some guidance for the day, some clarity. Perhaps it'll be your affirmation for the day or your journaling prompt for your morning ritual or your evening ritual. And this message is for you. It's for you to help you with whatever you may be struggling with, whatever you need clarity on. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this one is loosen your grip. So let's talk about this. Oh gosh, guys, this one's going to go deep. I can already feel it. Okay, loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Whew, this one's going to be a lot. This is like, I think it's the coping mechanisms part of this. I'm like, okay, let's see. All right, you ready? Loosen your grip. We are cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, then you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. Oh, that's good. Let's read that again. If you are clinging to anything, then you are resisting the natural flow of who you are. So what are you clinging to? What are you attached to? What are you scared to let go of? Or what are you grabbing onto for whatever reasons? The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. I'm going to read it again. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationships, the job, the people pleasing. Wow. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable spaces. The part we're most afraid to leave empty. The part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. Love it. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender to all that feels dense and divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And you'll breathe easier knowing that you shifted from relying on your own strength, relying on your own strength to the grace of your life. Wow, you guys, that's so much to unpack. I feel like that's a lot. It just makes me recognize where I'm constantly searching and grasping and trying to find something to what's the word here? It's so hard to describe where I'm at right now, but I keep grabbing and reaching for some knowledge. Like I've been taking these free webinars and I've been listening to podcasts and different things. I'm just grasping for something that is going to give me comfort in my own business, if that makes sense, my online business. And it's like, really, like, at what point do I start to navigate and figure out what that is on my own, right? At what point do I sit in the uncomfortableness, which for me, uncomfortableness is non-action. I'm such an action-oriented person. So at what point do I just sit in the non-action and just be in the non-action rather than reaching for something to fill that non-action void? I don't know if this is making sense, but I definitely use food and fun activities and adventure and impulsive action to not sit still. And so what are some ways that you do that, right? What are some ways that you grab for food, or you grab for whatever your addiction is, or you grab for things rather than just sitting in the uncomfortableness of whatever feeling it is? Like maybe you're not even aware yet that you're having uncomfortable feelings. You're just in the thought of what's next, what can I do? I'm bored right now. What can I do? Or, oh, I'm feeling kind of lonely. So what can I do to not feel this feeling? And maybe what it is you need to do is feel the feeling, just be in it. So I love this line here where it says, this is reference to a book. I've read the book. I highly recommend it. It's called A Course in Miracles, but this is a reference to that book. A Course in Miracles tells us whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. So the emptiness being the non-action. So whenever we sit with ourselves and sit with the feeling, the uncomfortable feeling, whatever that is, grace will fill that, right? We'll get answers to how to cope with that, how to deal with that, how to resolve that, rather than constantly reaching for something externally to fill that void, if that makes sense. So loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you. From relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. So let's see what it wants us to do here. It looks like it's a journal prompt for us this morning. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? So this is your journal exercise for this morning. I'm going to do it as soon as I get off of here. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Oh, this is so good. I'm going to read it one more time. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing to take its place? So what's another way I can say this? This is how I would pose the question myself. so for me, it's when I take impulsive action, what am I avoiding, right? So when I'm taking impulsive action, when I'm doing things impulsively, and when I'm taking action that what am I doing? I'm avoiding the feeling of not moving closer to my dream. I'm avoiding the feeling of not being good enough. I'm avoiding the feeling of feeling lazy. I'm avoiding the feeling of, oh, Inga, this is your dream. Like, you need to do something every single day, 500 times a day. Otherwise, you're not working on the dream. So instead of taking action, I need to sit in that feeling and have grace for myself and compassion for myself that I am enough. I am okay. Even when I'm not doing anything, I'm still doing something. And I need to sit in that. So I'm going to go journal about that. That may look different for you. So whatever that looks like for you, journal about it. As always, I love you guys. If you are enjoying these, be sure to subscribe. I'm doing these every single morning. I can't give you a confirmed time because I wake up at different times of the day, but I promise it would be every morning before 9 a.m. I will be sitting in this space, pulling a card for you, giving you some guidance, and giving you either an affirmation or a morning journaling prompt every single morning to keep you on track and to keep you accountable for, just having this compassion for yourself and connection with your higher self on your daily guidance on what needs to be done. I'm rooting for you. I love you. Comment, share with friends, subscribe, do all those things. Let's raise the vibration together, you guys. I love you. Bye. Oh, have a happy Sunday. Spend some time with your family.